stage vomit, creepy bathroom habits, drinking blood, and having sex with ghosts. For some reason, celebrities keep making the most cringeworthy confessions. Zac Efron stole everyone's hearts in High School Musical. However, he became the nightmare of parents everywhere when a condom fell out of his pocket on a red carpet in 2012. To be fair, Efron's reaction skills were on point. He quickly retrieved the item and hid it behind a wry smile and a closed fist. To make the situation even more embarrassing, the prophylactic popped out at a movie premiere for kids' flick The Lorax. After the initial shock died down, Efron appeared on The Today Show and explained, "I never really had a pocket-checking policy when I was going on the red carpet before, but now we've fully instated one." When the interviewer suggested that it's better to be safe rather than sorry, Efron quipped,
It's a great message to add to the many messages in the film.
Megan Fox is no stranger to controversy, and that's partly down to her tendency to overshare. In a 2008 interview with FHM, the Transformers star candidly revealed, "I'm horrible to live with. I don't clean, my clothes end up wherever I take them off. I forget to flush the toilet. Friends will tell me, Megan, you totally pinched a loaf in my toilet and didn't flush." 2 years later, Fox publicly commented on her bathroom habits yet again. This time, she shed some light on her embarrassing toilet confession, telling Allure, "Every time someone uses a bathroom and they flush, all the bacteria is shot into the air." Singer Fergie, real name Stacey Ferguson, decided to open up about the most unattractive moment of her life, revealing that she once wet her pants while performing on stage in 2005. In 2014, Fergie told Hot 97 of the incident. "This does not just happen all the time." Fergie elaborated, explaining that she had been stuck in traffic and late for a Black Eyed Peas show. As soon as she arrived at the venue, she headed straight to the stage to perform Let's Get It Started. As Fergie told Hot 97, "I get crazy and I jump and I run across the stage and my adrenaline was running. I wish it didn't happen. It was so embarrassing." In a game of Snog, Marry, Kill on BBC Radio's One School Run, Nick Jonas decided to marry Demi Lovato, snog Kate Hudson, and kill Miley Cyrus. As for why the famous boy bander would theoretically kill off a woman he dated for 2 years, Jonas explained, "The first person I kissed was Miley Cyrus, and I kissed her outside of California Pizza Kitchen in Hollywood. Very romantic. I just had a pizza that had onions all over it. I'm sure that my breath smelled terrible."
You're pretty.
Jonas might be overthinking his first kiss and the power of onions, but he's seemingly still haunted by the moment, telling BBC Radio 1, "I don't know if she'd remember, I'd have to ask her, but I'm sure she does. It was probably pretty potent." Rumer Willis, whose parents are actors Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, grew up surrounded by Hollywood stars. However, Rumer was apparently mortified when her mom first started dating that 70s show alum, Ashton Kutcher. At the time, much was made about the couple's age gap, as Moore was 41, while Kutcher was 25. The two would go on to wed in 2005 and ultimately divorce in 2013.
I just don't get it though. I don't understand why the tabloids and the paparazzi are so fascinated with us.
In 2015, Rumer revealed that she actually had a crush on her future stepdad when her mom started hooking up with him. As she told Howard Stern, "That's when you open your teen beat and just take him down, rip out somebody else and put them up. I feel like I told my sister that at one point, like, man, gotta cross him off the list." In spite of any disappointment she might have felt, Rumer also gave her mom credit for dating Kutcher, telling Stern, "I was kind of impressed, like, yeah girl, get it." As for what her former crush was like as a parent, Rumer told Stern of Kutcher, "It was definitely weird for a minute, but I have to commend him. He was a really great stepfather." Jessica Simpson shocked her fans when she revealed that she often skips brushing her teeth, favoring mouthwash instead. Much to everyone's horror, the singer told Ellen DeGeneres in 2010, "I don't brush them every day. I'll use a shirt or something. I know it's gross, but I always have fresh breath. My teeth are so white and I don't like them to feel too slippery, but I do use Listerine and I do floss every day." Meanwhile, Simpson's dentist later weighed in, telling People magazine, "I was kind of shocked. I assumed everybody brushed their teeth all the time. It's great that she's flossing all the time, but you have to brush too. What goes on in your mouth really affects your whole body." In 2013, Jenny McCarthy recalled her devastating pre-Playboy love life, telling HuffPost, "I met this boy in college and we saw each other a few times, and then we went back to his place. And right afterwards, he said to me, "Are you hungry?" And I said, "Yeah." The unnamed guy offered to go to McDonald's to order them some much-needed sustenance. However, McCarthy was waiting a long time for her Big Mac, as she told HuffPost. He got up and left and never came back, and I was in his apartment. After 4 hours, McCarthy finally realized that she was never getting her burger and fries, explaining, "So I had to do the walk of shame back to my college apartment. That was, like, the worst experience." In 2014, Ariana Grande's manager, Scooter Braun, received a text from the pop star saying, "Had a great party last night, and in front of a lot of people, I slipped on a huge pile of Ophelia's slammed into a wall and broke 3 toes. Have a great day." Braun replied with, "This is the kind of text that gets me pumped for the new week. Thank you." Hopefully, Grande's toes have since recovered from the unfortunate incident.
Ariana is one of the nicest people I've ever met.
During one particular trip down memory lane, Chris Brown perhaps revealed a little too much. On MTV's When I Was 17, in 2011, Brown recalled an epic bout of food poisoning that hit him midway through a performance. Although he tried to soldier on and give the crowd its money's worth, the real show was happening in his pants. Brown confessed, "So I just remember dancing, and on stage in the midst of all that, is it like sharded? I had like an outfit change coming up, so I said, yeah, I can hold it out one more song. And this is real disgusting and too descriptive. I just remember it running down my leg." Clearly, the person who had to dispose of Brown's pants after the costume change is the real MVP. Justin Bieber kicked off his 2012 Believe Tour in Glendale, Arizona, by giving a stadium full of screaming girls something they weren't expecting when he vomited twice. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Bieber suddenly turned around and doubled over while his dancers continued to dance, and his backing track continued to play. Some unfortunate person cleaned up the mess. After throwing up again, Bieber was able to return to the stage, where he reportedly told the crowd, "It's hard for me, not feeling great and throwing up in front of a bunch of people. Will you love me even though I'm throwing up on stage?" Jennifer Lawrence has had more embarrassing moments than she'd probably like to count, but her chance meeting with director Francis Ford Coppola might be the worst.
I saw Francis Ford Coppola, but it actually was Francis Ford Coppola.
The Oscar-winning actor recalled the awkward encounter on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in 2015, saying, "I, introduced myself, said, 'Oh, I'm such a huge fan,' and then went on and introduced myself to the whole table. 'Hi, I'm Jennifer Lawrence.' They had no idea who I was."
Went back to the table, my entire dress was unzipped and my thong was out.
Calling it her most humbling moment, she told Entertainment Weekly, "I ran away and he probably thought I was Snooki from Jersey Shore."
Okay, hold my earrings, please.
During a May 2022 interview, Charlie Puth opened up about the first time he masturbated, telling Bustle, "The first song I ever jerked off to was This Love by Maroon 5. Now I'm good friends with Adam Levine. I told him and he was like, that's really weird." This wasn't the only intimate piece of information Puth shared either. In the same interview, the singer opened up about losing his virginity when he was 21, with a fan who requested an autograph on her chest. Puth said, "I never saw her again. She was lovely, but it makes me sad sometimes, because I wish the older version of me was like, hey, you might want to just make this a little more memorable." During a May 2022 episode of Hulu's The Kardashians, Kourtney Kardashian opened up about her failed attempts to have a child with husband Travis Barker via IVF. The Poosh founder revealed during a confessional that one of their egg retrievals had been unsuccessful.
Travis and I want to have a baby.
She also divulged the bizarre advice she received during a prior medical appointment, saying, "I can't remember what he said, if my thyroid level was low or high, but he told me, that the thing that would help it was drinking Travis's 4 times a week." Ayurvedic guru Martha Sofer was not on board with the suggestion. Instead, she advised Kardashian and Barker to go on a panchakarma cleanse. This age-old treatment meant foregoing things like caffeine, exercise, and even intercourse for an extended period. And the lovebirds seemed excited to try it out. After months of trying, the couple eventually paused on their IVF treatments.
8 months of IVF treatment has definitely taken a toll on my body.
Kardashian admitted during an appearance on the Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, "I felt like we kind of got pushed into doing IVF. We are for now done with IVF. We say prayers and hope that God blesses us with a baby. Shawn Mendes apparently has an embarrassing sleeping habit. During an August 2021 appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, singer Camila Cabello revealed that Mendes has the ability to fall asleep extremely easily.
He just is one of those people that as soon as he gets into bed is just 5 minutes later, mid-sentence, he'll be like,
However, when Mendes gets into a deep sleep, he apparently has a habit of sleep talking. Cabello explained, I would be reading or something, and he would just start sleep talking, and it would scare the shit out of me.
Because he'd just be like, baby, that feels so good. And then he would go back to sleep.
Unfortunately, the couple announced their split in November 2021, writing a joint statement. We started our relationship as best friends and will continue to be best friends. Despite their split, Cabello's confession about Mendes's dirty sleep talking isn't one to forget. Love can be expressed in many different ways, and for singer Meghan Trainor, using the bathroom together is apparently one of them. In fact, Meghan once revealed that she bonds with husband Daryl Sabara in a pretty unconventional way. During a joint appearance on the Why Won't You Date Me podcast, Meghan's brother, Ryan Trainor, opened up about the singer's marriage, saying, You guys are weirdos, bro. They poop together. She's pooping and Daryl's like, I'm going to hang out with you now. Meghan admitted, she and Sabara started the practice because she feels safer when her husband is at the door in public bathrooms. The All About That bass singer went on to reveal that she and her husband have side-by-side toilets in their home, saying, A lot of times in the middle of the night, when we're with the baby, we gotta pee at the same time, so I was like, can we please have 2 toilets next to each other? However, Meghan would later set the record straight, writing on Twitter, To clear things up, we pooped once together, and we laughed and said never again. But he will hang out with me if I'm pooping, cause we soulmates. And I legit miss him when I'm away from him, and we pee together, Avi. Actors Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard apparently have an unusual approach to their kids' hygiene. The couple are raising 2 daughters, both of whom they don't bathe very often, at least, not until they smell really bad.
I'm a big fan of waiting for the stink.
During a joint appearance on The View in August 2021, Bell revealed, once you catch a whiff, that's biology's way of letting you know you need to clean it up. In an interview with Daily Blast Live, Shepard explained that they had a more consistent bathing routine for their children as babies, but slowed this down as the girls got older. Shepard also admitted, I'll just say, for America, Kristen has better hygiene than me. Kristen wears makeup more often than I do. She has to take it off. I'm not in that stuff that often, so I only have to shower when either a smell is present or I'm in that stuff. Before the release of her 2012 track Supernatural, Kesha confessed that the song was inspired by her own apparent sexual experiences with the supernatural.
I always loved the paranormal. I've had weird experiences my whole life.
During an appearance on Kiss FM, Kesha revealed, I don't know his name. He was a ghost. I'm very open to it. The pop star later doubled down on her claims during an appearance on Conan, saying,
Why, he's a ghost. And so he just started caressing me like this.
Kesha's experiences with the supernatural didn't stop there. Speaking to E! News' Daily Pop in July 2022, the hitmaker elaborated on her paranormal experiences, saying, I woke up and looked at the end of the bed, and there was an apparition of a woman. So, full disclosure, I never actually slept with a ghost, but she did wake me up in a very sensual way. In January 2022, Megan Fox announced her engagement to musician Machine Gun Kelly. Sharing an Instagram video of the proposal, Fox wrote, Just as in every lifetime before this one, and as in every lifetime that will follow it, I said yes. However, a simple yes apparently wasn't enough to cement the couple's love, as Fox revealed in the caption. And then we drank each other's blood. The Till Death actor would later confirm that she and Kelly did indeed exchange blood, though she also clarified some things. Speaking with Glamour, Fox said, So I guess to drink each other's blood might mislead people, or people are imagining us with goblets and we're like Game of Thrones, drinking each other's blood.
It's just a few drops, but yes, we do consume each other's blood on occasion for ritual purposes only.
For Robert Pattinson, masturbation scenes have become a surprising niche in his more recent filmography. While the British star owes the bulk of his success to his undeniable acting talent, his ability to perform convincing self-pleasure scenes on screen became headline-worthy in 2019. While promoting The Lighthouse, Pattinson recalled the unsettling moment he realized this recurring pattern. As he candidly divulged to Variety, "I keep masturbating. In the last 3-4 movies, I've got a masturbating scene. I did it in High Life, I did it in Damsel, and The Devil All the Time. I only realized this when I did it the 4th time." The actor's 4th time, which was actually filmed on his first day on set for The Lighthouse. The crew and director Robert Eggers were apparently left a bit shocked by how far the actor was willing to go with his performance, in which his character uses a clay mermaid figurine as inspiration. Describing the moment to the New York Times, Pattinson admitted, "It's always nice to do something massive for your opening shot, and I went really massive on the first take." Hooking up on a plane seems like something straight out of a movie, but Cara Delevingne's experience was far from glamorous. During a 2016 interview with her Suicide Squad co-star Margot Robbie, Delevingne told Love magazine, "I've had sex in planes a lot, but I've always been caught. It's super hard not to get caught." As if randomly getting caught wasn't bad enough, Delevingne recounted one of her escapades, saying, "I had sex in the chair on the plane, and there was a guy watching. We ended up telling the air stewardess what was happening. Like, this guy keeps staring at us. Can you tell him to stop?" Of course, Delevingne isn't the only celebrity to have joined the Mile High Club, with everyone from Kris Jenner to Zoe Saldana sharing their own experiences. Meanwhile, Chrissy Teigen once confessed to a similar incident involving husband John Legend, telling Cosmopolitan, "We were on our way to Thailand to see my parents, flying commercial first class. We were under a blanket. We weren't even in one of those pod things. I feel like we should get a trophy for that."